Good morning, everybody. Peace Outcast here. No time for the normal intro monologue because we are currently under attack by vampires and deathhounds. And our illusion spells don't work on. Look at them all. Holy crap. Yeah, our illusion spells don't work on undead. Okay, one down. Okay, I did say I was going to use this thing sparingly, but save just in case we hit the hit the guy. Oh no! And I missed. Oh god! And we've been detected. Let's not do it like that. Okay. Yep. Yeah, not good. Not good. They are literally murdering the ass of every guard. Oh boy. Oh crap. No, I'm not killing the... We are totally safe scumming this. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. They are absolutely killing every guard here. Okay guys, can we... Did I just miss? What happened there? How am I killing the guard twice and not killing a damn vampire? Yield, I yield. Okay, can we possibly kill? Oh, I missed. Great. Damn it. They are totally detecting me. Nope, not quite. The master vampire. They are just like rampaging through this town. Are you going in and gonna kill the... No. Yeah, wow. I did not anticipate this, the vampire attacks starting now. Who are you? Are you a bad guy? Okay, he's dead. That's good. Okay, you are what? Holy crap, look at all these vampires! Vampires and thralls and things. Okay, let's try getting a little closer. What? Did that not? They just keep moving right at the wrong time. Although this is the only thing we can really use that's strong enough. Alright, let's try. So what, did I just miss or how? What's going on? How come I can't? Oh, is it just not doing any it's not doing any damage to him. Oh god. Breathe! It's okay, it's breathe! Okay, I don't think that the shadow dagger actually does any damage to them. That's why it wasn't working. Yes. Great. Okay, these vampires are literally murdering this entire town. Here. Where did they go? Oh. Oh. That did no damage to you either? What? Run. Run! Oh, now I've got Sanguinary Vampirus, and I think I'm gonna die anyway?
Come on in. Just don't. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Everybody's like just chilling out here. Everything's fine. No, that's no good. Okay, we have to... We're gonna have to just escape because we literally have nothing that we can do against these vampires. That is really weird that am I like just failing with this dagger? Like why are you holding that two-handed hammer like a bow? Hey, you? Okay, you're dead. Nice, vampire thrall down. That worked. Ooh. Is there vampires attacking from the other side? Or have they just made their way all the way around? What time is it? Okay, we don't have a lot of darkness. This is not how I intended this this video to start out. Where'd they go? Oh, they're there. They finished killing all the guards and they're now hunting a horse. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do is leave town. This is not good. Who's that guy? Is that the carriage driver? He just sort of begged for mercy and I think they're on the other side of town. Okay. Now, what we were actually going to do was go and see what the disturbance is up here. But now I'm super not confident in my abilities to look into these things. Ahem. Oh, I also spent a point in dual casting an illusion. Because I was thinking, well, at some point Fury is not going to be strong enough. Oh, there's a dead Imperial soldier here. Okay. Oh yeah, of course we got the wispy thing. And in first person with night vision on, that's kind of hard to see. Okay. As long as we keep moving, we're... Ooh, are we becoming more invisible? Interesting. I don't know, but that's kind of... Wait. Oh. It's actually further up into the hills than I thought. So that is typically there's a Spriggan in there, but it seems to be something further up. I'd prefer not to deal with the Spriggan right about now. If it's all the same to everybody. It's supposed to be a blade. They were... This really is quite high up. I think I'm becoming... Oh, Can I not make it up here? Is this too steep? Okay. That would be a no. That would be a no to going up there. I really do feel like I'm becoming more invisible. By the way, am I going to be able to sort of... Yeah, when I'm standing still, you can kind of see me in the mist, but when I'm moving, I can't. Okay, Spriggan, it's all as well, okay? I'm not here for you. How am I gonna get up there? This is like super duper hard to approach. Okay, there's looks like there's another small path on the other side of these hills here. I think we got a little bit misdirected about the peak shade. It's not really got anything to do with peak shade. There's those guys. Can I go this way? Oh boy. Pardon me. Now there should be some bandits over there. We don't need to deal with them. If we can just sneak by. I mean, I guess Peak Shade is probably about the closest location, but it doesn't really help us to get here. Or did I misread that? Yeah, Peak Shade Tower. And that is Peak Shade Tower, right? Yeah. I thought so. Like right here? Huh. Is it up there? But there doesn't seem to be anything up there. Okay, weird. Let's... We have enemies nearby? No? And it's getting to be daytime too, so... Feel like we're going in the opposite direction just a little bit. But maybe, possibly, this could be a thing over here? Aren't we really close to Anga's? Or Anga? Angie? Something? The girl with the, bows. Yeah, I think you go that way to get to her. Ancestor Glade. Save again. That goes into Ancestor Glade and... Oh. Okay. That is definitely Blade's armor. I don't think I can... I don't have quiet casting. I can't unlock this without them hearing. Let's just very, very carefully examine their non-existent pockets. Well, I don't want to just murder them in their sleep. I mean, that seems... They're literally It's a Khajiit that is sleeping in the snow, way up in the mountains, in plate armor. I mean, that can't be comfortable. This might be a huge mistake. Let's try having that on dual cast, just in case. And
You have something to say? Well, save your breath. The way I see it, you don't have much more of them left.
excuse me? You're saying this to someone who just walked up to you and woke you up. You should probably be careful who you threaten. You're the one who's down to their last breath. Savor it before I kill you. I would like to talk.
Talk is for cowards whose blades say nothing.
And yet your blade is mute while your mouth never stops moving.
So you wish to hear the song of my blades, then? You better listen carefully, as you ever make it past the first verse.
Are you a fellow assassin? I wish to know your name. Yeah.
The son of Cloudwood Temple named me the Desert Fang. The Thalmor know me as Death's Courier. To you, I am simply Savashni, the Khajiit who spared your life.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Erenwyn, the one who didn't stab you while you were sleeping. Where do you hail from, oh brash one? Falkreath is a dangerous place to hunt. You do understand that this entire place is under Imperial and Thalmor control, right?
You are a simpleton to assume that I am only drawn by death. Life too flourishes in this hold. During the day, I visit Peak Shade's tower to calm my blood and meditate on the way of the Nine. At night, the mountain top allows me to survey the land, and on clear nights, the swirl of constellations in the sky.
Okay. I can appreciate that. Do you have any rumors or interesting news? Can you tell me more about your armor and sword? Are you actually a blade? You were named by a son of Cloud Ruler Temple. And that was destroyed quite some time ago. Are you wearing the armor of the blades in his or her honor?
Akaviri.
Well, I know that.
Forged in a dragon land, did a sword and armor of the blades, sworn to the service of the true emperor. But know this, my sword serves no one. You could be Tiber's Septim reborn, and I'll still send you back to the Divines with your head in your arms.
Huh. If you're a blade, you should seek revenge, not hide away like a coward. Yeah. You know what? You actually seem kind of young for a blade.
Because I am no blade. The swords and armor I wear belong to a dead man. A man I killed. It's not an uncommon thing. These days you'll find more dead blades strewn across Tamriel than grains of sand.
Well, that's true.
Cloud Ruler Temple is now home to maggots and flies, sprout from the pores of their Thalmor cousins. No longer is it home to foolish mortals who spend far too many days with their heads in the clouds, while death awaits at their feet.
Huh. So where do you hail from? Oh, brashish one.
Cyrodiil, fool, from the steps of Cloudwheeler Temple, from whence I came before that. No one knows. A blade who had left the service found me as he descended the steps. To him it was a sign from the Defiance. In truth, it was just a cowardly mother, waiting for the opportune time and a man with forlorn eyes. Having left the order, his eyes were indeed tainted with sorrow, and for that he pitied this kitten when he should have abandoned it. Yet it was his newly discovered faith in the workings of the gods that inspired him to develop the skills for which I'm the caretaker.
Okay. So, you could have easily been dead if not for these series of amazing coincidences.
The world is full of such tales of fate and coincidence. That's what we burn into our memories. And all the other instances. Every day we live without incident. Those moments are never ascribed to the laziness of the gods. Just forgotten.
Huh. You know, you say that you killed a blade or a former blade and took his armor. And you're not a blade, but you do strike me as more than just a scavenger.
True. The one I killed to gain this armor was indeed a blade, a master of the dual sword technique, and my mentor. He was a man of 40 years, and I no older than a dozen. When I first bested him in single combat, yet he was still my better, and our bodies would never be at an age where I could prove otherwise. At 16, my mentor had exhausted his use to me in terms of a body. I would have granted him death right then, if not for the secrets his mind guarded.
What kind of secrets?
The Way of the Nine. Stances and techniques derived from the teachings of the Divines. That was his legacy, and his gift to me, his only pupil. But only when I was ready. A phrase thrown around by masters of all disciplines who wish to teach their pupils the value of patience. What I wasn't ready for, and never would be, was religious nonsense with which he dressed the art of the kill. Now as I enter my prime, I search for the lesson that escaped into the void when we last crossed our blades.
So you killed the one person who could teach you.
Fool, your words display the emptiness of your mind. It was my mentor himself who stated the stance of Arche was one passed on through death. Yet it's possible, as Arche governs life and death, that it was a test of one's scruples, and in killing him, the technique is lost to eternity. Yet if I hadn't struck the killing blow, then I myself would be lost to the void. And that's a trade only imbeciles like you would find worthy.
Sounds like the rule of two. Okay. Tell me more about the Way of the Nine.
You will understand little of what I speak, and much of it is of no practical use, but facile metaphors tossed around by dying man. But I will enjoy watching your brow twitch in confusion as I pass his words on to you. Take, for instance, Dibella, the god of beauty.
Okay. I can't actually ask you about the God of Beauty. You want to tell me about... How about telling me about the stance of Zenithar?
Zenithar, Right foot facing east, left foot facing north, swords crossed in a defensive position. When braced together, two blades are as resolute as any shields, and the winds of Zenithar, with a shift for those who labor and endure.
Okay. How about Talos?
Talos. Mortal man ascended to the divines. The front foot faced the opponent, just as Talos faced the armies of men. The back foot faces the rear to the invisible plane of the eight. Two swords, pointed north and south, forwards and backwards in an open stance. If you only see the mortal man, you'll neglect the hidden divine.
Okay. You're clearly not a supporter of the Stormcloaks. You're also not an actual blade. But you do kind of hold to some of the ideals, since you still worship Talos, or I guess you don't worship it. You said that you don't appreciate all the religious nonsense. You're more interested in the fighting stances of each of these divines. Okay. Tell me more about Mara, then.
The embrace of Mara. Both blades held out horizontally to create the illusion of an opening. Love too can be a source of bait. In this case, the love of blood. And Mara's blades close faster and hold tighter than any trap.
Interesting. Okay. How about Akatosh?
Akatosh, the dragon god of time. And what's better but timing? No different than a bard's tune. Dance to the beat of a throbbing heart. The stance of Akatosh is in an offensive position. A series of flurries that disrupt one's timing and rhythm. It's designed to stagger an opponent and end the fight quickly. But should you fail, you will fall to your own exhaustion.
Yeah, it's like an all or nothing kind of thing. Okay. And Kinnereth's technique?
The stance of Kinnereth. Both blades pointed upward to the sky. Power sacrificed for stealth. Just as we know not from where the rain falls, the blade's vertical position masks its angle and its target.
What does the stance of a Stendar entail?
Stendar's Mercy. The only technique of the 9 that utilizes a single blade and a single cut. As two warriors pass on the road, the blade is drawn from the scabbard and returned in a single motion. 20 paces later, a red gash will appear on the victim's neck, no thicker than a cat's hair. 30 paces later, and the gash will form a crescent as pearls of blood trickle from the wound. 50 paces, and the line has run full circle, the blood dribbling onto his collar.
What happens beyond 50 paces?
The victim reaches for his neck, and upon touching it, his head topples over. So 51 paces, traveler, from where you stand. That's where you can exhale.
Damn. I'd like to know more about Julianos.
Julianos teaches that from one thing. Know 10,000. Study closely what is distant and look from a distance at what is close. Bah, garbled poetry and peasant wisdom. Unnecessary layers of depth that belies what is the simplest of all truths. It is easier to kill a one-armed foe than one with 2 arms and a sword. The stance of Julianos is designed to disarm. Quite literally, in fact. The tip of the blades nearly scraped the ground, sweeping upward to catch the crook of the elbow where the joints meet and the flesh is exposed.
Okay. And, finally? Well, we finally come to the Debella dance that you mentioned in the beginning.
She stands nude, arms raised, cupping a golden flower, pouring cool water over her supple breasts. But here beauty is artifice. The stance is seduction. Blade raised in right hand, glints like the midday sun, bewitching your eyes while its partner lies in the grass.
Okay, interesting. So how did you kill your master?
It snowed that night when it should have rained. My mentor looked at the sky and said Kynareth was all out of tears. And I said, Kynareth does not cry for fools. We drew our swords and dashed through the trees, our feet rapping against the snow. The night before, I had chosen my stance. While most would use the flurry of Akatosh, the technique is too violent. I could kill my mentor and lose sight of the very thing I sought to learn. And in the spiritual sense, the father does not come before the son.
So what stance did you use?
It was the defense of Zenithar that shielded me from his attack. If I saw both his blades as swords and not shields, I could parry, if not kill. Our blades clashed, but made no sound, muffled by the snowstorm. His swords came at me from all directions, but I kept my eyes on his feet. Or more precisely, the tracks he left in the snow. There was a pattern there, if only I had more time.
So you guys were fighting to the death, and you were desperately trying to learn his final lesson, but doesn't seem like you achieved it. You switched stances?
To Akatosh, I went for the flurry and the kill. Yet when I saw his blade rise to the block, I hesitated, only to see that very blade run me through. It was then that he revealed the true essence of the technique. I assumed he moved to protect his life, and his stroke came for my death. But the blade missed my heart by the width of a cat's hair. I made no such mistake with his neck.
Okay, so, and that's when you killed him.
Just like that, it was over. I dropped to my knees and reached for my potion as his body drowned in a cascade of snow. I tossed the half-empty bottle beside his severed head and said he could have the rest. When he didn't respond, I couldn't help but laugh. All of it, the tracks, the blood, and his legacy, washed away in a tide of white.
Huh. Any rumors or interesting news?
A dragon roosts in the hills to the south. Having just gained life, it's not eager for death, therefore it's my steel.
That's great. Well, if you're looking for a fight, it seems Skyrim is as good a place as any. There's, plenty of death to go around.
What you consider a fight, or even a war, is nothing more than a brawl between drunken louts over a spilled drink. A great swordsman's talents are wasted in a war. Stray arrows, trebuchets, accidents. Many great warriors have been felled by the blade of chaos. One can't even trust his own side in the haze of war. Who's to say who's friend or foe, when your eyes squint through geysers of dirt and smoke? Like your queries, They range from the utterly pointless to the completely meaningless.
Only the weak fear chaos. I guess that solves the mystery of you.
Your ears fail you, deaf one. I don't fear chaos, nor death. I despise it. Only a fool acquires a taste for fish and proceeds to hunt for bears.
Why do you stay in Skyrim then?
Another simple query from a devout simpleton. The answer is tall, green, robed, and uglier than imp. The Thalmor's tentacles extend all across Tamriel, but in Skyrim, their presence is weak. While they are busy protecting their vital organs, they will bleed out from their wrists with every Justicar I slay on the road below.
Do you honestly believe that you are doing anything against the Thalmor? You're killing a few Justicars. Justiciars. I probably should end you. I should end you.
There's a stag that passed through here, white as a summer cloud. The hunters think it would look better in red. Fools all become heroes when their opponent is a helpless beast.
Tell me more.
I confess, I've killed enough Spriggans to start my own sawmill. I could kill you too and sell the bone meal to my farmers.
You could. Well, are we both going to agree to let the other one live?
Be gone, then.
Like I said, when this episode started, this is not what I thought was going to happen. See you guys in the next one.